Right guys, welcome back to the motorhome build.
So as you guys may know from this previous episode, we picked up a motorhome for 1,800 quid. It was dilapidated, it was an absolute wreck. I don't think anybody in their right mind would take this job on, but we saw a little bit of potential, so what we've done is we've repaired all the rotten timber, stripped the whole thing out, tried to repair it all as best as we possibly can. So now that we've got this thing watertight, we are starting to put all the new cabinetry in, the kitchen, the bathroom, all the necessities inside. I think we're kind of midway through the summer. I'd really like to knock this build out in the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks so that we can catch the tail end of the summer and we can take a break from life and cruise around the country with the kids. Right, so we're over at a friend of mine's place, Luke. He's called Knight Carpentry and Joinery. Luke's very kindly decided to make us all our interior seating, the bedding. He's going to do the kitchen. He's moved a load of walls around. He's designed this thing all on the computer, made everything by hand, and done an absolutely incredible job. Couldn't be more happier than how this turned out.
Big issue with that.
What's that?
The space you've got for your water tank. So that's the flap that lifts up, which is hinged there.
Right, so after we decided on the final design, Luke got to work really quickly. Knocked this thing out of the park. It's got loads of under seating storage, which the missus wanted. Had to move a water tank around, but keep in mind, he's built this thing all in-house. He came up, took some measurements, built everything in-house, on-site, and then brought it all up to the van on our property and fitted it, and it fitted like an absolute glove. So we ended up changing the layout of this van. It was quite cramped, I thought, in the living area. So I think this used to have what they call like a rock and roll bed, which used to be, you know, a couch by day and then, you know, you flip the back up and it's a bed by night. But we've moved all the shower and bathroom walls back, and Luke's built this beautiful, like a C-shaped couch, but then it also converts into the kids' bed. So this thing is absolutely massive. It's almost 3 meters long, so we kind of figured that the kids can sleep, you know, toe to toe, you know, on one end each and have ample room. Right, so after visiting Luke, I've just realised that he's about 10 steps ahead of us, so we need to get back and prepare this thing for Luke to fit all the new seating.
Just putting some fascia boards on here, just to kind of clean the front of the cab up. This is what they looked like before. Some of the timber was rotten in the corner over there, so we made a new piece of timber, got it all glued and all siliconed up, so that's hopefully going to be watertight. It's almost a precision fit, look at that. Look at that, right around the back of the arch. Look at that, you know, even just that, Luke, like the length, the width of the, you know, the side of the chair to the side of the front chair.
So obviously we have to now measure up for some cushions and the bedding, but what I didn't realise is Luke's made these 2 other seats here, which is where the kids sit while the car's underway with the seatbelts. He's made these things to house the old cushions, and I was wondering how I was going to fix these things, but they fit absolutely perfect. So once we have all the new cushions made for the lounging area, we are going to have these seats recovered as well.
Luke's been in on Thursday. He's finished making and fitting all our furniture, which is fantastic. Got brother-in-law James here.
Hi everybody, gonna fix up the motorhome.
So this is what we're going to do. Luke has very kindly installed all the new seats, storage, all under here, which is absolutely fantastic. The original cushions fit these seats. We're going to get them recovered, so we've moved that wall back about best part of 2 foot. He's going to shorten the bathroom. But what James and I are going to do today is we're going to mask up and paint all these seats. We've gone for a grey, which is a Thunder Cloud. Let's get cracking. Here's the paint. Satin wood. There's the colour on top. Let's hope it's not too dark.
So Chris is using a sponge-based brush.
First coat down.
Right, so now we've got all this painted up. We denied about what we were going to do on the floor. We really would have liked to have put a nice tile down with a design, but I really didn't know how that was going to go with the flex of the, flex of the van, flex of the driving with the grouting, etc. So we just went for a good old laminate hardwood flooring.
Bit of touching up to do, bit of beading. She'll be right.
So these obviously have storage hatches, and here. Both sides. These are the original cushions. Obviously we'll run some beading around the inside edges there. Paint the walls. I think it's a bloody good day's effort, man. So there's a long mental day's work, as you can tell by my looks. Really happy it's coming along. So we're going to crack back in tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. James and I are going to knock it out early, see if we can get the rest of the truck, get the rest of the floor all fixed out.
So let's not be too critical, guys. This is my first attempt at a hardwood flooring. Obviously we put the insulation underneath. It's all snapped together. It was a bit of a pain in the butt to get around all the little nooks and crannies, but I'm pretty chuffed as to how this turned out. First attempt, I reckon we kind of nailed it.
Really happy with the way it's turning out. Lots to do. We're going to paint all the cabinetry. Going to get the missus in here. I think we're going to go for some sort of grey. Want to introduce another colour, probably like a duck egg green or something like that, duck egg blue, like a pastel colour. And then obviously paint the walls. Keep on moving forward. So Luke's making all the cabinetry now for the kitchen and all the storage and everything, which is fantastic. So moving along pretty damn quickly, which is really good. So there she is, all the new hardwood flooring's in. This big pile of mess. Got my mate Bob coming in tomorrow. He's the auto elec. We're going to try and nut this out. Bought a new shower screen door. We've bought the shower tray. Luke is currently making up all the cabinetry for the kitchen. Cabinets up the top, window in the middle, and he's going to make a nice countertop out of timber here for us. Here we are. Back on the wiring tomorrow, hopefully. Bob's going to pop down, give me a hand. Just trying to work out where everything goes. We didn't pull it apart, so I can imagine it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Catch you on the next one.